year.
Well, Tony's done a great job with the not just young players but inexperienced players getting to play a lot, and he's got a real job for him over the next 2 or 3 weeks, convincing his club that they can play against a team like the Phillies without Albert Pujols in the lineup. Pretty good numbers there in his career. 31 years of managing. He's probably got a trick up his sleeve on how to do that, Dan.
Hopefully he has a trick up his sleeve on how to get out Chase Utley. It's 71 degrees, our game time temperature, and one to start for the Phillies second baseman. Just remarkable. He was the second baseman in Major League history to hit 10 home runs by the end of April. The first Philly player, think about that, with all the great sluggers they have had, to ever reach 20 home runs by June 1st. And here he has 21 on the season. Baseball trivia: who was the last second baseman to lead the major leagues in home runs? We'll answer it after this next pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Got a guess? Still playing?
And it is?
I'm guessing Jeff Kent.
It's a good guess. The former MVP of the San Francisco Giants. Rogers Hornsby twice in 1922, then again in 1925.
Well, I'm never guessing again.
That's it. You're wrong. Move on, Horton.
Not been the first time, trust me.
2-1 the count on Chase Utley. To me, one of the great stories this season for the Cardinals is this guy on the mound, and that's Todd Wellemeyer.
And I tell you, just as we're watching him pitch here in the first inning, he's thrown a couple of good changeups to the left-handers. That's why he's pitched so well against lefties. But I haven't seen any signs, and Dave Duncan's looking for those signs, of any elbow tenderness. He seems to be letting the ball go. He's hit 96.
Hammered out to deep right field. It's at the track. It's at the wall, and this ball is gone into the bullpen. Utley with number 22. His 59th RBI. And partner, we're talking about a second baseman with 22 home runs here on June 13th.
It's incredible the offense that this guy brings. He is a complete player as well, and that's why there's all this MVP talk around Chase Utley, and we got to see it right there as he hammered that pitch into the bullpen. Todd Wellemeyer's hit a lot of good spots. That's not a good one. That's right down central. And Todd knew it. You could almost sense it in his recoil the minute he let that pitch go, that was trouble.
That was one of his problems a year ago, the home run ball. And now it's their cleanup man, Ryan Howard. Ludwig was close in right from robbing this.
Almost too close to the wall in his jump.
Yep.
I don't think he's going to catch it anyway. He probably missed it by a foot.
The 1-0 pitch to Howard. Opposite field. It's well hit. Schumacher looks up, and this ball is gone. It's a home run opposite field, and the Phillies go back-to-back. Ryan Howard with his 16th. That just kept carrying out of here, and maybe that's an indication of how the ball is going to start to fly on a warm summer night here in St. Louis.
It's either an indication of how the ball is going to carry, or it's an indication of how good this Phillies team is, and it may be both. Ryan Howard has power to all fields. He's not hit well, as we've mentioned on this road trip, but he's been still managing to pick up RBIs. It really didn't look like he got all that one. Just a fly ball, but perfectly placed down the left field line, and more high fives. And there's Taguchi in line, former Cardinal, to give Ryan Howard a high five in the Phillies dugout.
Here's Pat Burrell. This is what makes him, Rick, so good, the power to the opposite field.
Pretty simple swing right there. Not a lot of extra movement in his body. He wasn't off balance at all. Just kind of dropped the bat head on it. Kind of a late swing, and you can hit the ball deep in the box, or when it's across the plate and it's closer to the catcher. I mean, you've got the advantage of seeing the ball better. And if you can hit the ball out with that kind of situation, you've got something special.
Taken a little low by Pat Burrell. He very well could be an all-star this year. Saw the numbers: 16 homers, 42 RBIs. You know, Ryan Howard, we didn't even have the chance to talk about it, is barely hitting over 200, but yet he's still on pace for 35, 40 home runs and well over 100 RBIs. I mean, that's production. So if he puts the ball in play, more times than not, he's doing damage, but he came in batting just .204. A lot of strikeouts as well. Remember a couple years ago with Pat Burrell? The 3-1 out to deep left field. The Phillies have gone back to back to back. 3 in a row. number 17.
Well, that one clearly not a matter of the ball carrying here at Busch Stadium on a warm summer evening. That ball was just a blast. Pat Burrell has tremendous power as well. Again, it's a location issue, although that one a little bit more in on the hands of Burrell, but still too much of the plate. And Todd Wellemeyer, his elbow may feel fine, but he's really lost his location here to some power hitters at a bad time. You don't want to throw the ball. Has been very productive. Dobbs batting close to 500 in pinch hit situations.
Well, Mara Giesler was telling me this is her favorite player, Ryan Howard, even though she roots for the Cardinals. So I'm torn here. What's going to happen? That pitch is a strike at the knees. Howard has struck out twice. He has homered and also picked up an RBI single with the bases loaded against Ron Vallone.
You know, that gets kind of tough when you've been around the game a long time and some of your friends go to other teams, even if whether you're still playing or whether you're rooting for your home team or broadcasting your favorite team. When there are guys that you really have a relationship with and like, you want to see them do well. So Taguchi. If So Taguchi gets a chance to play in this game, and I bet he will before it's over, what do you do there? I mean, your heart is, boy, I just love the contribution he made as a Cardinal.
There he is. So Taguchi on deck.
Ask for Taguchi, you get Taguchi.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh man, Ryan Howard with a 3-run homer, his second of the night. Well, there you go, Emma. Ryan Howard strikes tonight back in St. Louis, and he has just killed the Cardinals here in his hometown. I don't know about you, partner, but that is one of the longest home runs we have seen this year, because look how high he hits this. He just tees off.
This is a bomb right here. He really gets all of it. Bad location. Everybody in the ballpark knows that's enough to get out of here. Ryan Howard with 5 RBIs.